One Punch Man Season 3 is coming. Wait, wrong video. One Punch Girl Spathodea has finally arrived as she takes on the stage, putting on her gloves of violence, punching and burning everything in her way, including potentially your clear drop stack. But is she worth burning down the bank for? In this video, I'll try my best to answer this important question for you, so definitely sit through to the end while you ponder on this decision for yourself. To kick things off, Spathodea is a 6-star Beast of Reflectors carry that specializes in single target DPS, which should be your number one reason when looking to pick her up. If bigger numbers equals better person, Spathodea would be the Mother Teresa of R99, punching ridiculous numbers with every ultimate. Not to mention, single target DPS definitely is king in this game, as it is the master key to clearing both endgame raid content, where single target DPS is typically mandatory, and general content where damage types do not matter too much. Hence, Spathodea is definitely a great pickup if you do not already have single target powerhouses such as Melania or Calabuana in order to excel in boss raids, aka mains bulletin. Speaking of which, the upcoming Robot Iverson raid is unsurprisingly tailored for Spathodea, as she is basically able to solo this raid and achieve triple S rating. The single target bursting capabilities play perfectly into the boss mechanics, where you're able to prevent the boss from ever acting if you could demolish its health bar every other round. This is also made easy in part due to her buff skill, ensuring you will always obtain an additional skill 1 card for that pseudo Muxi gain and consistent burst. Now of course, Spathodea is by no means mandatory to triple S for this raid, but the fact that Spathodea trivializes this specific raid is going to mean a lot, because it's going to run for 3 consecutive patches, and it can be seen as a perfectly sound reason to pick up a copy of Spathodea nonetheless. Additionally, your Spathodea pickup is likely to do extremely well moving into the future, as her stocks will rise tremendously with the release of Iseult in 1.7. Simply put, Iseult is the key to unleashing her true potential, as she will not only be able to consistently activate the bonus damage on her ultimate with 15 burn stacks on her target, and also hit way harder with reality defense and crit defense debuff that Iseult provides. Iseult is hence indispensable to Spathodea's success, which is also the biggest problem we have to consider. The truth is, Spathodea is just a baby that needs her nannies. Without Iseult, and to a lesser extent Tooth Fairy, her flaws really show, especially if you're talking about P0. At her base state, her stats are average at best, with an unimpressive crit rating despite her whole kit revolving around dealing high crit damage. Without P2 and crit support, she becomes rather inconsistent, while also missing out on the 40% additional crit damage from her ultimate, since getting 15 burn stacks is extremely difficult unless you choose to run Yulu, which I do not consider a good teammate for her, and I think she's just going to be a burden outside of her being a dedicated burn crutch. Hence, for patch 1.5 and 1.6, the Spathodea you'll be getting is basically a weaker Melania for most intents and purposes, while she desperately awaits the perfect nanny Iseult to actually appear. Now speaking about Iseult, the irony is that she functions perfectly fine without Spathodea, as she is the pillar that holds up reality-based teams, and even by herself deals ludicrous amounts of damage, so much so that I feel bad for calling her a support for Spathodea. She can pair up with Gertian, who is released in 1.6 to form the perfect reality DPS duo, with any reality carry taking the role of Spathodea while rounding out the team with Tooth Fairy. One of the best carries to replace Spathodea is in fact our first seasonal limited character, Qu-Niang. By now, I'm sure everyone is gearing up to full for Qu-Niang, and her being able to take on Spathodea's role in this reality DPS team just doesn't do Spathodea any favors when it comes to her pool priority. On the other hand, the new meta teams that can be formed around new units, such as the follow-up national team consisting of Qu-Niang, 37, 6 and Tooth Fairy, as well as the plant mental team made up of Marcus, Villa, Druvis and 6, has made future units pool priority skyrocket in the face of the Spathodea banner in 1.5. At this point, despite Spathodea's ability to hit ungodly numbers, I personally see Spathodea as a luxury pool that requires other key pickups such as Iseult and to a lesser extent, Gertian, while other units can achieve similar results without being locked into a single team. Hence, I suggest considering picking up Spathodea only after you can secure both Qu-Niang and Iseult. After all, DPS units like Spathodea are the most replaceable, unlike healers such as Tooth Fairy, and if you're interested in looking for my take on her rerun banner, definitely check out this video over here. I'll see you guys over there. This is Corky Gachas, signing off.